VKS. So I'm very interested in the direction the Knight goes. Right now, On is hovering Zed and LeBlanc. Will that be the direction that we get? Yes, it will be. So we're going to get to see Knight's LeBlanc come through. And I mean, a mid laner that just works so well.
Trimby, Morteos, and Desamas all around. Even levels here for everybody except +1 level for the AD carry role on VKS, as now Miru's ready to ride the wall straight in. Shadow under pressure a little bit here. They want the kill of the BLG jungler, but it's first blood over the Knight instead. Desamas has to try to get away. Bin arrives with a teleport, and the equalizer lays out the red carpet. Desamas is welcomed straight to the spawn platform. One more auto attack takes him down. BLG have already secured 2. Shadow getting away just barely. Trimby with a flash in to finish off the kill, and he gets back to a magical journey over the wall to stay alive himself. So VKS now, as BLG decide one is enough.
Exactly. You see that Elk was not roaming and Miru moved from bot, so that is why BLG do back off after this one play. But the problem is there's no TPs up.
As we're about to crest the 10-minute mark here, so not a lot of importance placed on that one after the first fight that was over. As Elk, he does get himself caught up inside that Tempered Fate, tries to Valk away, but the Cyclone interrupts it. That Elk just got hunted. Morteos is the one holds control over this area. Nobody from VKS can step up, and that's BLG securing their first Drake. Very late first Drake this game, 11 minutes in.
BLG
It's the jungle support duo. To me, that was kind of the biggest difference in the last game, how they played together. They're TPing in Miru. They're going to see if they can do something. Yeah,
looks like Desamas has to try to get all the way out here. Defensive Cyclone wants to re-engage there onto Shadow. Seismic shove collides with On. He's down to about 20% HP, and On's turned off. Nice moves from VKS, fighting him off to secure the feat of warfare.
Themselves 3 kills, but BLG's not done yet.
Yeah, Shadow wants to step forward, but he's chunked to half HP. Trimby continuing to get away as Miru rides the Weaver's wall in, but it knocks Shadow onto the wrong side, so he's still safe, and now Miru's gonna be your target. Just completely exploded, but still alive for an extra second. Knight takes him out with the Sigil of Malice. It's a double kill now as Desamas falls too. The LeBlanc is getting fed, and VKS needs to run. Ben's here to cook him up. Triple kill over to Knight. The LeBlanc gets a quadra. 15 minutes into the game.
The LeBlanc is
a traditional Knight staple. Yep. And I mean, there's no reason.
Yeah, this could be. Look at the damage on Desamas. Knight just needs one more spell. Sigil of Malice, one more auto. There it is. Knight is dominating. 1,000 gold. He's waiting over the wall. He sees Morteos, wants to go in. Spell Shield's going to at least keep the Sivir healthy for now as Knight moves back up to join the rest of his team. The Rift Herald was already secured off screen by Shadow. And we're talking all this about Knight. Elk is still very strong himself here on the Corki. The binding was already used there from Trimby. On jumps in to try to help Knight's dive. Not quite enough damage to kill either one of the BKS bottom laners, but they have plenty of firepower to take down the tier 1 turret.
And he's poking pretty hard.
That he is.
The poke is 100% of your HP.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty dire out here for the side of VKS. Knight is still the vast majority of his team's gold lead, however, so if they can kill him, it will be huge. Knight now in some danger, down to 10% HP. Bawal misses the third in Tofo strike as Miru rides the wall forward. Trimby is waiting. They give the shutdown over to Bawal, and Knight playing too far into the faces of VKS gets punished. The gold lead now down below 1,000, but VKS has overstayed. BLG's reinforcements arrive, and Trimby is immediately destroyed. Shadow sidesteps away from the seismic shove. Miru now in a little bit of danger. He no longer has the unraveled earth. Shadow defending himself with the ulti for now. Desamas spinning into the back line. Shadow is already down. VKS coming to life as Elk is grounded, and Miru takes a triple kill to tie up the goal.
Chaos has enveloped the Rift as VKS find a massive comeback play. Triple kill for Miru, a TP back into the river as BLG is not done yet.
Bin is looking for Morteos, who was pushing for that mid tower. He got it. They're going to TP in to defend him, though. Miru's coming, but so is Knight.
Morteos already uses the spell shield to block the first Electro Harpoon. Second one tags him. Bin finding a decent amount of damage here, but Miru is first to arrive. Knight wants to kill the enemy AD carry. Miru dies. Bin is traded. Knight looking for a little bit ton. Trimby only tagged with the Sigil of Malice, but no detonation here just yet. Morteos using the spell shield on, looking for maybe a flank here from the other side. Miru with a very nice Weaver's Wall to prevent any approach from BLG, and enough to complete his second full item, so still an advantage there for BLG and for Shadow.
But notice the moment that Boal arrives, just as Azael was saying, space gathered. He is just a man that is not afraid to face check this LeBlanc. He tanks up all the damage, they pop the ult.
Okay, they're on the hunt. BLG have to try to disengage this now, as immediately they seismic shove Shadow back. Tisama's going in for the Cyclone, they want to look after Elk. Shadow has to flash away, Redemption coming in for the side of VKS. Nobody dead on BLG. Miru throws himself into the back line, but Tisamas is already down. Knight with an assassination. VKS, they took out the enemy Rumble, but the rest of VKS isn't here yet. The Otacon's down to 4K. Does Trimby have the ultimate to try to stall this out? The Otacon's already going to be taken. Shadow secures it, and now BLG are looking to turn and maybe fight. On is the target here at the very start. Redemption coming in to heal him up. Boal still here on the front line. Shadow, defensive ulti, trying to buy a little bit of time. He has to know that he's dead here, so he's just going to create some room.
Look at Knight though, they're low.
Morteos over the wall. Morteos just barely staying alive. Start this dragon. Nobody from VKS is close enough to try to stop it, so that's objective, BLG.
Yeah, VKS are just going to show up, but this is kind of the worst of those types of contests. VKS want to push on the other side, but Equalizer answers that so easily, so Knight is just going to be able to get a free tower.
Now Morteo's in a lot of danger. He's exhausted, but the rest of the team shows up to immediately back him up. The Redemption to heal him. The exhaust does not do it.
You're not getting 100 to 0. It's about the chip. You need to be able to heal back up to be able to stay active in these fights. BLG 2-minning the Baron right now, but Boal taking space. Knight looking over the wall.
Boal here in the front line. Knight looking at the back line. Tisamas goes in for the Cyclone, knocks up a couple of them. Elk and on off to the side as Boal goes in after Bin. Tries to go all out, but it's Boal in the middle of three different people. He's going to be locked up here with a Tempered Fate to buy him a little bit of extra time. Azon's going to be taken down by the rest of VKS off to the left here at the same time. Elk takes Trimby out of the picture as Boal finally dies. BLG find a 2-for-1 so far. Knight jumps over the wall. Miru fighting back. He throws another rock. Miru is low. Bin wants to go in. It's double golden statues. Bin is about to die. Knight is about to go with them. Morteos gets back over the wall as Elk takes him out. As now he has to try to get away. Tisamas with one last auto attack. There are 8 dead bodies on Summoner's Rift, and only Shadow and Knight.
Support. The target focus needed to be there for VKS because the mobility from BLG allowed them to win out on these smaller 2v2s, 3v3 skirmishes.
Now with the IE, he had completed the Collector already. VKS, though, nicely done to be able to just steal this dragon away. I thought that was going to be BLG's for sure with the Baron buff.
Continue making some distance. And it's not like he's only magic resist, right? Of course, he does have Mercury Treads. Kanik Rookern was the, one item away from full build himself.
Yeah, and Miru is very far up. I mean, he's just there. He's going to get picked.
Yeah, Miru slammed into the wall. He tries to go for a little bit of Gromp gaming. He flashes even, trying to get away. A potential
overstayed is welcome. Had no vision around whatsoever. And it's an easy pick there for Bin and On. They do take him down. And now BLG are pressing. They take down that tier 2 mid. No one is answering this whatsoever. And if that gets cracked, then all of a sudden this wave clear matters a lot less.
Yeah, that tier 3 turret is about to fall. One more auto attack will take it. VKS keeps it alive for now. Knight jumping in over the wall, tries to find some quick damage. Yeah, the backdoor protection pops up, but it doesn't matter. It's already so low. Miru's mistake costs gravely for VKS as BLG take the opportunity here with a 5v4 to force down the mid lane inhibitor turret, the inhibitor right behind it, and finally break into the base. Tempered Fate catches Ben on the very edge. Trimby trying to bind him into the wall, but he doesn't have the distance now. The Equalizer here for the counter attack. Knight looking for the back line. Keeper's Verdict. Ejects Boal. Morteos under pressure. BLG looking to go all the way in as Tisamas trying to get away. Morteos barely hanging on, but Tisamas is down. Knight kills him off. BLG still looking for even more. Morteos dead, and Knight will sign the death warrant for the Brazilian AD carry.
A beautiful game from Knight as he has continued to help BLG throughout this game.
Here, they are just going to move themselves to Soul Point, so it's not Soul. It is a very big gold lead. But you look over at the other side, Morteo's
looking to tighten their hold on this game. The Weaver's Wall flies in. It's on, the only one trapped on the other side of it. He channels the Keeper's Verdict. Tempered Fate locks him up. Equalizer over the top of everybody here on VKS. The Redemption coming in. Trimby tries to heal up as Shadow dives in. Trimby's already down. Defensive ulti coming out from Tisamas, but the tier 3 turret is erased from the Rift. Boal, the only thing that BLG can target from here. Shadow healed up by Redemption himself. BLG have broken a second inhibitor now in the bottom lane.
The mid wave is being escorted in by Knight. That's 2 waves hitting onto these Nexus towers. Baron empowered, only 4 members left from VKS.
BLG looking for their game-ending push, but Elk is going to be caught out a little bit by the seismic shove. He has to get back. The barrier keeps him alive. Shadow also at death's door. 100 HP here on the enemy jungler. Knight tries to jump into the back. Guardian Angel ready to bring Shadow back to life as the Pathmaker into the seismic shove. Kills him yet again.
They keep their Nexus alive.
I mean, it's such a problem when you look at some of these last fights. Is On gonna get caught?
Yeah, On hit by the seismic shove into the unraveled earth. They commit the Cyclone for it. Desamus trying to look for a little bit more. Knight knocked up by the Cyclone. Slam back into the wall. Tries to distort over. Shut down by Miru. VKS picked the enemy mid laner in support. Now they're riding into the mid lane. They want to look after Shadow as well. The Weaver's Wall doesn't catch him on the right side of it. Shadow gets away, but VKS have a 5v3 for the next 30 seconds.
They're gonna try to end the game. They're gonna go right down mid here, I think, and look for it.
But they have the Unleashed TP available on Bin and a massive wave in the bottom lane at the same time.
The pink
Boal
spot
is going bottom to try to stop it. VKS continuing their push. It's Shadow and Elk trying to defend this. Bin coming around here from the side as well. Drops the equalizer defensively. Shadow going in after Miru with the redemption. Keeps the VKS mid laner alive. The push from VKS stopped for
That's
now.
a
TP coming in from Boal, but Bin's gonna TP into the enemy base. Bin wants to end the game. Boal's teleport has left the base vulnerable. Now Bin joins up with the super minions. The defense has to be mounted. Miru's the only one who can try to TP. He's
got no health,
but he has no health. Miru going golden, trying to survive as Shadow and Elk distract, and Bin will end the game at the Nexus. VKS fought well, but not well enough. BLG move on.
so close.